Hi everyone, welcome to DMR Tutorials. A student from DAV Schools, Gollapudi, Andhra Pradesh, put a small doubt in the WhatsApp group, and this is the doubt. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resistors, 12R, 2R, 5, 6R, 24R, and again 12R. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 resistors are there connected as in this figure, and they asked to find the effective resistance across A and B. You have to find the effective resistance between A and B. Answer is very simple, 12. By looking into this, I can say directly answer is 12. Then the question is how it comes to 12. What is the reason behind it? To understand the answer part of this, first you need to recollect your concept related to Kirchhoff's laws of electricity. Kirchhoff's first law called as junction law, Kirchhoff's second law called as loop law. So after knowing the two laws, based on the two laws, a rule is made, that is Wheatstone's bridge principle. And based on Wheatstone's bridge principle, we can solve this problem. So Wheatstone's bridge principle comes from Kirchhoff's first law and second law. And using this, applying this Wheatstone's bridge principle, you can solve this problem. First, let us see what is Wheatstone's bridge principle. Similar type of circuit you take. Let us take P, Q, R, S, and this is the galvanometer. Suppose current enters at this junction, divides into two parts. One part goes in this direction here. Again the current at this point becomes two parts. These currents will join and total current, and this current will meet here and becomes I. So if this is I current ingoing, the current entering into the system is I, current coming out is also I. So this is the Wheatstone's bridge circuit, and the principle says that whenever the galvanometer is showing zero reading, that means when there is no current in this loop or in this particular wire, that is I is equal to 0 in this case, then P by Q is equal to R by S. This is the Wheatstone's bridge principle, and this is called as, this situation when I current passing through this 0, that situation is called as bridge balancing condition. So in the bridge balancing condition, P by Q is equal to R by S. Vice versa, whenever P by Q is equal to R by S, then the bridge is in the balancing condition. That means there is no current in this loop. So this is the Wheatstone's bridge principle. Now let us see how this principle is linked to this. Observe the resistors carefully. 12R by 24R. 12 by 24 is 1 by 2. 6 by 12 is also 1 by 2. So here we have P by Q is equal to R by S. So this loop, whatever the loop given in the question, is resembles to the bridge balancing condition of Wheatstone's bridge principle. So here P by Q is equal to R by S. When P by Q is equal to R by S, then current will become 0. So this is the principle involved in the solving of this particular question. So after understanding the relation between this loop and the standard Wheatstone's bridge principle, let us take the solution part of that question. Now here is 12R by 24R is equal to 1 by 2 and 6R by 12R is also equal to 1 by 2. Therefore, current through 2R is equal to 0. So, the current through this particular part I is equal to 0. Wherever there is no current in this particular resistor, there is no need to take that resistor in the circuit. That means we can cancel this resistor. There is no effect of that particular resistor in the circuit, so you can cancel it. When this is cancelled, 12 and 16 are in the series. Then R1 is equal to 12R plus 6R, this is 18R. And when this is not there, this 2412 is also in series. Let me take it as R2 is equal to 24R plus 12R is equal to 36R. Now, this whole loop and this whole loop, they are in parallel. So, effective resistance 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. 1 by 18R plus 1 by 36R. And this is 36R is the LCM, 18 2's plus 1. 3 by 36R, this is equal to 1 by 12R. 1 by R is equal to 1 by 12R. Then effective resistance R is equal to 12R. This is the final answer. So here main concept of this is application of Wheatstone's principle. Once the resistors are satisfying the Wheatstone's principle, you can cancel the intermediate loop 2R, and the remaining, these two are in series together parallel, and you will get the final answer. This is the way of solving this question. And thank you, I am signing off.